Hi. You gotta forgive yourself for your mistakes, man. Like, come on now. If you don't believe you're a good person, how are you ever gonna become one? Like, it's so easy to look at the past and your past self and like, bro, I hate that guy. Like, what's wrong with him? What was he thinking? What was he doing? Like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Bro, if you want to move on from that, if you want to like have a good future that you can actually be proud of yourself and thank yourself for, step one, literally just forgive yourself, bro. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It sounds so obvious, doesn't it? But we never do it for ourselves. So it's like sometimes it just takes one person to explain it in a different way for you to understand before you actually do it. So here I am. Forgive yourself, bro. What are you doing? Like, stop. Stop overthinking. You have all this weight from your past. Like, you have all this like, it's like weighing down on you, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, just mentally, okay? Get mental clarity. Sit down alone in a place like this and just talk to yourself. And like, hey, how's it going? And eventually, as you take deep breaths, you become more present, you feel your feet on the ground, you're gonna have thoughts about like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. You're gonna have thoughts about the past, the future, what's going on in your life right now. You're just gonna like have time to process what's happening. And it's about timing. Like, you have so many regrets. So do I. I have so many things that I wish I didn't say or should have said or should have done. This and that. Like, I should have, would have, could have. But the past is gone now. And all you're left with is like the feeling of that, right? And it weighs down on you. And past you was doing the best that they could for you, right? So you gotta forgive them for it, because they were doing their best. They were doing whatever like they thought. Okay, maybe not. I take that back. Like, bro, my past self was a freaking idiot, bro. Like, I hate that guy. But he was doing his best. Like, he was doing what he knew, like, to his knowledge, right? What he thought was good. And because of that, you can't really blame them, because the reason why you're here today is because of them, right? The mistakes that they've made. So, yeah, you have something to thank them for. Like, there isn't absolutely nothing, you know? And whenever they do something good, like, do it, like, have some discipline. It's so important to like thank your past self for that, you know? Because it just makes you want to be like, you develop this relationship with yourself. Like, it sounds so weird or wishy-washy, but it's like such a real thing. Like, a relationship with yourself is real, just like a friendship. And so when you thank your past self for doing something for you, like, oh, I packed my bag last night so that this morning I didn't have to worry about what I needed to bring to school. Thank yourself for something like that, and it'll make you want to like have this positive cycle of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for him, I'm gonna do this for him. And then eventually you'll make that a habit, and then it becomes easy. And then what does that become? That develops into like self-love, self-respect. And that's how you build it. It's a skill, it's a habit. You gotta build it brick by brick. Stop trying to cheat it and be like, oh, just love yourself. Yeah. Everyone tells you to love yourself. When do you ever love yourself? Never, right? So try this. And there's so many times where I just think like in the past, you know, I'm never living here. Like, I never feel my feet on the ground. I never think about like, damn, I actually have another breath to breathe, another day to live, someone new I could possibly meet today. We never think about that, but it's such a good opportunity. It's such a priceless opportunity, right? Isn't it crazy? Like, someone died last night, bro, and you're still here watching this. Isn't that crazy? Every day won't be a good day, but every day's another day, so capitalize on it, because time isn't guaranteed. Time is ticking. Your past self, yeah, back to the point. Your past self didn't know what the hell he was doing. Maybe you right now I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, bro, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna be completely authentic with you. I don't even know what I'm doing. But all I know is, if I ever want to become who I say or who I tell myself I want to become, it starts with forgiving my past self so I can move on from it. Who am I trying to become? You won't know who you're trying to become until you see what you're trying not to become, right? Like, I used to be such like a compulsive liar or whatever, that I just lie without even thinking about it, just get myself out of trouble. And because I've done that and made those mistakes, I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want to be. I want to be like a person of integrity, right? Like a person like, I'm the same when no one's watching me versus when people are watching me. I want to be the same person. So because of those mistakes, now I know what I don't want to be, and I know what I want to try to become, or I will become. But that isn't possible until I make that mental switch to where I'm like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is my old habit, and now I have a new habit, and I can forgive myself for my old habits, right? Like, Your past self has chosen him or herself so many times over you. So many times my past self has stolen happiness from me, bro. He stole happiness from me. Every time you stay up late, bro, you steal energy from your future self. You stole energy from yourself, bro. Like, of course you don't like yourself, right? So you gotta forgive yourself if you wanna move on from that. Develop that relationship, literally, like third person. It seems kind of schizo, but you know what I'm saying, right? This is so important. I can't stress this enough. This is such a crazy message to me still. Like, I'm barely understanding this, but this is what I've come to the conclusion to be able to like implement in my own life. So spend more time alone. That's step one. But then you also gotta forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, bro. You're not that old. Like, even if you're like 100, that's not a lot of time, bro. Like, 1 year, it's passed by like that. A lifetime passes by like that. We don't have a lot of time on this earth. So stop blaming yourself, because it's not like you've had thousands or millions of years to learn your lessons. To like do everything that you want to, you know. Time is ticking. Time is so limited. We're all just children, bro. Really, we're all just children inside. It's like going up to a kid in kindergarten and be like, oh yeah, what's your profession? How much do you make? What's your salary? Like, bro. And I only just started figuring this out now, right? Like, I'm basically like a toddler, mentally. Can't even do a lot of things on my own, though. I rely on my parents, I rely on other people. But yeah, I've had to forgive my past self for so many things, it's not even funny. And I still do. I still make the same mistakes, and then I have to forgive myself before I can move on. How can you possibly become a good person or who you're trying to become if you can't even forgive yourself for who you used to be? That's a bar. If you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. If you want to talk to me, hit the first link in the description, boy. Get after it.